So in the last couple of weeks, a lot of new things going on with a new action camera, learning video editing, and also over the weekend I got hydraulic brakes added to my Lectric XP 3.0, and I took it for a ride this afternoon since it was 60 degrees outside and I wanted to take advantage of the nice weather. What a difference it makes between the hydraulic brakes and the disc brakes. I feel very comfortable now, especially with the area that I live in here in Pennsylvania. There's a lot of hills. So with that in mind, I feel much more at ease when I'm riding out on the roads. Coming up on the right-hand side is my Amish neighbor's house and farm, and they've been really nice to me over the years. And name is Chris Stoltzfus. So at age 55, I started running. I started in 2016, lost 100 pounds doing it, and this route that I'm taking on my bike is the route that I ran on mostly. It was a great experience. I really enjoyed it. Since then, though, I've had some issues. I'd had a knee replacement in 2020. And last year I was training for a half marathon and I had some heart issues that I had to get taken care of. So I'm limited now to walking and with bike riding. So I can still enjoy the outdoors. I can still enjoy riding around the neighborhood or walking. And now with the video camera I can record things, and it feels good to be able to get out and have these activities, even if I'm not running anymore. I ran 19 half marathons from 2016 until did my last half marathon, which I walked last March. 19 of them, and enjoyed every one of them. The running community was great. I had lots of good times meeting people, and I'm still in contact with them, and I support their running efforts as well. So just up ahead is when I did my training runs. I usually run about 3 miles 3 times a week, and my turnaround for the 1.5 miles was just up ahead. I used to see some beautiful sunrises in the morning, and not a whole lot of cars, and occasional horse and buggies. So up here on the right is a farmhouse where the sun took over and cut down all the trees. There's absolutely no trees around this house. For some reason, he did not want shade. But hey, I'm so glad that the house is still standing. It's very old and historic, and it's a beautiful house. So coming up here on the left-hand side, this house was recently sold and purchased by the Amish. And what they're doing with it now, they tore down a barn in the front, and in the back is a new barn. And I just noticed, actually, I had to stop and make some adjustments on my action camera. And if you look by the red barn back there, there's a whole bunch of horse and buggies. Unfortunately, I didn't think to zoom in on them, but there's probably 50 horse and buggies back there. Actually, the horses are in the pasture, hidden. You can't see them from the road, but they are the buggies are in view. If hopefully you can see those. So I'm actually heading into the second covered bridge. This is the other bridge, which is probably about a mile south of the bridge that I went over earlier on this ride. And so I'm really fortunate. I have Amish farms, and I have horse and buggies, and covered bridges. I'm just very fortunate. They started building these condos late last fall, and they're really not that big, but I understand that you can't even get one for under $400,000. It's crazy. So I wanted to take a ride back here and see how it was coming along. It's about a mile from my house, and I'm not sure how many condos, but it looks like they'll be putting some back here in the back. And then if you go off to the left, there'll be another area of the condos that are getting built. I'll tell you, this area was a floodplain. There many times we had flooding, and I have a feeling that if these houses have basements, they're going to have issues with water. But I'm sure that the developers have thought about it. And if I was to move here, this would be where I would want to be. When you come around the cul-de-sac, on the right-hand side is the covered bridge that I went through. It's out of view now, but that's where I would want to see it. It was the covered bridge. But again, my main concern would be the flooding. Well, I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope my editing with the editor and the music turned out okay, and I'm not overdriving the microphone. Thank you for watching.